Hello, property investors. My name is Robin Booth, the 2019 South Africa Investor of the Year Award winner, as well as the 2017 Mega Entrepreneur Award for South Africa, given to me in Los Angeles, USA. And as you can see from this great background, which was taken from Jeffreys Bay, I love using real estate to create an income stream so that I can actually live the life that I love to live. And that means traveling a lot, going on a lot of experiences and connecting with people that I really value, such as family and friends. And I like to invest in different parts of Cape Town, different parts of the country. And on this specific situation, there was a great property that we saw up in Durban. I flew up on the morning from Cape Town to Durban, and I flew down the right team member, Marisha Robos from Gauteng Property Inspect, and we met in Durban. I picked her up from the airport and we went to go view the property. And the reason I do this is because I'm needing to know and have the right team member who is current with the current legislation that's important. I've built my own house. I've done a lot of alterations. I'm fairly well knowledgeable about the building process, but I need to know what is current and what is up to date now, especially for the compliance. So we went through the property and I basically had a look at all the different things that I noted, some of the defects or the things that I need to do. And then Marisha came to me and said, Robin, there are a couple of things that are actually really important for you to note. And I did not realize this. So one of the things that I didn't do before meeting with Marisha on this property was going to the roof to inspect what actually is happening up there, the trusses, the rafters, and in this case, whether there is a specific plastic sheeting between the tile and obviously the roof structure. And in this property, there wasn't. And by law, it is required. So number one, Marisha really shared with me a major defect of this property, which is that to be compliant, I would actually need to lift all the tiles, relay that plastic sheeting, and of course, relay the tiles on top. So that was the first thing. The second one was I didn't actually even notice that there were a couple of sheets around the property on the balustrades or in the veranda that were asbestos. And Marisha informed me that asbestos is soon to be a requirement that it needs to be removed from a property. And the process to remove asbestos is incredibly expensive and complicated. The property needs to be shut down. In other words, people can't come on site. They need special equipment to remove it. And all of these things were things that I didn't know because they're not part of the normal building process as such, right? They're on the new builds or the current legislation. So rule number one is make sure you have the right person on your team to ensure you're not buying something that later on is going to create a hassle. In my situation, because I also coach a lot of students, I showed Marisha one of the photographs of one of the properties that one of my students wanted to buy. And it had a label under there that the roof was asbestos sheeting. And I knew straight away that thanks to Marisha, this is going to be a major issue if this student of mine was going to buy the property. To replace the whole roof structure would cost a fortune, especially when it became law. So get the right people on board, get the right team members. Gauteng Property Inspect is definitely my team member of choice.